Right. I'm off to deal with the fate of the planet. Be gentle with them.
Oh, you know me, Mark. Kid gloves, but made from real kids.
Last time was shit, so you're gonna hear my dreadful voice again. Lyra the Savage She-Hulk was created by Jeff Parker and Mitch Breitweiser. Lyra made her first appearance in Hulk Raging Thunder issue number 1 back in 2008. And now we're gonna go to her history. Lyra is the daughter of Thundra, a warrior from an alternate future, and the Incredible Hulk, Bruce Banner, of course. But unlike other Hulks in the Marvel Universe, there's a unique twist to Lyra, and that is that she grows weaker the angrier she gets, as a kind of safety measure. Anyway, raised in a dystopian future of Earth 8009, Lyra was trained as an allied warrior by the Sisterhood, group of dedicated fighting women against male oppression. Now this is because Thundra, her mother, is hailing from a radical feminist society, constantly at war, and she sought the strongest mate to ensure a powerful offspring. So Thundra traveled back in time and chose the Hulk as Lyra's father. After several conflicts in her own dimension, driven by overpopulation and the need for resources, Lyra was sent to Earth 616, the primary universe for Marvel Comics. Here, her mission was to secure a future for her people, which bizarrely enough involved attempting to breed with Norman Osborn, the infamous Green Goblin, and then the head of Hammer, which was the replacement of S.H.I.E.L.D. But hey, that's comics for you. Lyra's early days on Earth 616 saw her clashing with the Organization of Armor, which I don't think has propped up anyway, but the acronym stands for Alternate Reality Monitoring and Operational Response Agency. And here Lyra was also battling Jennifer Walters, the original She-Hulk. Now this confrontation was interrupted by the Sentry, which is Marvel's answer to Superman, honestly, with some unique twists. But you all get to see that in the Thunderbolts movie that is soon coming out. And the Sentry was back then also a member of Osborn's Dark Avengers. So in the aftermath, Lyra was captured, but managed to escape Osborn's more insidious intentions. And thanks to a wrist computer which holds vast knowledge of future technology, she helped to secure a microchip vital for her timeline's survival. After this, with a reluctant agreement from Armor, Lyra was allowed to remain on Earth 616 and was taken under the wing of Jennifer Walters. However, the original She-Hulk soon disappeared, prompting Lyra to embark on a quest to find her mentor. This journey led her into conflict with Gamma Corpus Black, a group of all-female Gamma mutants who were essentially knockoff versions of other Gamma-powered characters. And by the way, despite the kind of cool concept, this is their one and only appearance because Lyra proved her might by killing all 3 members, Aberration, Miraz, and the last one, which I forgot the name. And then Lyra's search continued for Jennifer, which also led her to the Frightful Four, where she found herself held captive on their helicarrier. Now, important to know here is that Lyra's mother, Thundra, also was briefly part of the Frightful Four, and so Lyra joined the group too for a brief amount of time, but actually just to free Jennifer. However, a message from Bruce Banner, her father, urged her to wait. When Hulk and other heroes stormed the Frightful Four's helicarrier, Hulk staged a fight with Lyra, providing an opportunity to free Jennifer amidst the chaos. This reunion of the two She-Hulks was actually short-lived, as they were attacked by Red She-Hulk, Betty Ross. I know now she is the Red Griffin in the comics, but back then she was the Red She-Hulk. Things change constantly, and while Jennifer tried to reason with Lyra, insisting that Red She-Hulk wasn't an enemy, both were soon thrown off their helicarrier by, well, a rampaging Red She-Hulk. The three She-Hulks ultimately united to fend off a horde of other Gamma mutants, and then we get to more adventures on Earth 616 with Lyra and Jennifer, because there was a short time where both of the characters teamed up and had the book together, and in this storyline they lived in New York, and Lyra was attempting to live a normal life as a teenager, which also gave some panels of how she looks when she's not in her Hulk form, which is kind of cool. However, her dual life as a hero and student was anything but ordinary. Together with Jennifer, she continued to operate as a superhero, participating in the cleanup missions following the World War Hawks event. They tracked down and captured several villains, including the comically inept Pastebot Pete, who was going by the name of Trapster back then. I know so Pastebot Pete was his original name, then he went with the Trapster, and now he's back to being Pastebot Pete. Anyway, there were also like more formidable villains like Claw, the arch enemy of Black Panther. If you remember the Black Panther movie, you might have seen him there. But overall, with all these hassles, it was quite hard to balance a normal teenage life and her duties as a superhero for Lyra. And when her high school dance was attacked by the Frightful Four, she was unfairly blamed for the chaos, like it's per usual for Hulks. Whenever something goes wrong in the Marvel Universe, blame it on the Hulk. And this was also the end of her second solo run, so to speak. Now, during the Fear Itself event, Lyra joined a new group of the Defenders, led by Doctor Strange, which included Namor, Loa, and the Silver Surfer. But this again didn't really last long. And next thing you know, Lyra left high school and was enrolled in Avengers Academy, where she also reunited with her former teammate Loa. However, her role was minimal, often relegated to filler moments, such as a tug-of-war match with the mutant Hollow, different from a different mutant named Hollow, because there's also actually it's just too complicated to explain. What I'm trying to say is there are two versions of the mutant Hollow, not related to each other. Her most significant challenge came when she crossed paths with Doc Green, a version of the Hulk with a more sinister agenda. So no, Doc Green was on a mission to eradicate gamma mutations and tried to send Lyra back to her own reality. However, his rogue AI decided that simply sending her home wasn't enough, and instead banished her to a hellish dimension, which might sound tough, but ironically this worked out in Lyra's favor as she conquered that realm and transformed it into a matriarchal utopia, similar to her home timeline. And despite her newfound paradise, Doc Green's assistants accidentally teleported her back to Earth 616, ending her reign, and frustrated but undeterred Lyra was last seen teaming up with her mother Thundra as they embarked on adventures in the bizarre landscape of Weird World, seeking to repair the strained relationships. In my opinion, Lyra is a compelling and underutilized character in the Marvel Universe. Her initial popularity, marked by a solo comic run soon after her debut, speaks to her potential. However, both her solo series were cut short, each lasting only about 4 issues, while her partnership with Jennifer Walters added depth to her character. It never quite reached the same level of success as her predecessor. Today, Lyra feels more like a footnote in the vast tapestry of Marvel heroes, which is unfortunate given her unique background and powers. I think she could work really well in a project like Thunderbolts, or if there comes the Dark Avengers project, she would be fitting right in. But so far her only major media appearance outside of the comics was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds, and that game's ultimate version. And she didn't even really appear in those games because she was just an alternate costume for Jennifer Walters' She-Hulk. I personally hope to see her more in the future, either in comics or on the big screen. And that's about it. I hope you liked this video. I hope the audio is better this time, and we'll see us in the next one. We're probably gonna talk about, I don't know, The Penguin. Is a Watchmen animated film now out that I haven't seen and could talk about. But yeah, or the Thunderbolts trailer and what my thoughts are on about it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I don't know how to end videos, and we'll see us in the next one. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe. Now get the fuck out of my driveway.